Welcome to the Talking About Noise show. I'm your host, Art Moore.
And I'm your host, Eric Hansen. And together, we make this podcast great. Together.
Make Talking About Noise.
Make your life
great again.
Good.
That's right, folks.
Again. No, just good. Not great. Good.
Not great?
Not great.
Just good.
Just good.
We have a level, and great is not on that level.
In your musical world.
That's right.
Here to discuss the most important topics of the day. Art, it has been a very productive week.
Oh, what have you gotten done?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
So not productive at all.
I've hit a writer's block.
Oh, no. So how do you start to work through a writer's block, Eric?
I don't.
You don't.
I just play video games.
You play video games until you just kind of like melt into a puddle of self-pity and doubt?
No, not self-pity. I just become the hero elsewhere.
Oh. Gotcha.
So I have attempted to write 100 songs this year, and the year is 3/4 of the way over.
Yeah. How's it coming?
I am not going to hit the 100 songs. But if I come out with 28 good songs...
That's a great thing.
If I come out with 28 mediocre songs...
That's good.
I'm okay. If I come out with 28 subpar songs, I'm still good.
Yeah, nobody can really fault you for that.
Right?
Not at all. Not in any way.
I mean, my mom likes my Facebook page, so what do I have to?
Hey, and my mom likes the show. She listens to the Talking About Noise show, which is great.
I will not let my parents listen to this show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we are so offensive. This is dangerous.
Do they love Kanye?
This is dangerous.
Because out of all the offensive stuff we do, which is not much, I think Kanye, that's basically...
No, we don't do anything offensive, Art.
Yeah.
You know, offensive. You do not know offensive if you think this is offensive.
No, definitely not.
Anyway, should we go to news?
Let's go straight to news. I'm ready to get going today. We've got a couple of great news items. First off the bat, YouTube.
What?
YouTube. Shouldn't we talk about the big thing that everyone on YouTube is talking about?
Oh, everyone's freaking out about it. It's not a big deal.
Well, mainly because we just don't curse.
We knew that when Google bought YouTube, it would go mainstream. It was just a matter of time.
So, just so you at home know what's going on, YouTube is now starting to enforce their policies that if you use bad language, if you talk about really offensive things, they're going to pull ads from your monetization from your thing, so you can't monetize your show.
Right. Well, they have the advertiser friendly clause, which is if you're stupid and you tag your show with really offensive stuff, advertisers obviously don't want to advertise with you.
Right.
So the workaround is don't tag your show with offensive stuff. And even then, they have algorithms that look for what you're saying and swearing and all that stuff. But we're clean, so we're
for
good.
us, it's a non-issue, at least right now. All
the people... So I have well over 250 subscriptions on YouTube and growing. Matter of fact, I was like, I just need to spend some time with YouTube, just me and YouTube.
Just to get more subscriptions?
Just to get through what I've...
what you've already subscribed to.
Yeah,
no.
And boy, multiple people are posting videos complaining about this. They do not
it's pretty funny.
They do not like what's happening in the world.
Yeah, for sure.
Matter of fact, VidMe. Did you see VidMe's response?
No. What is VidMe?
Their new video service.
Can you go curse there?
And it's just pictures of like the Statue of Liberty, right? The aerial shots of the Statue of Liberty. And it's like America was built on bleepity bleep 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 bleep. So come over to our channel and just bleep 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 bleep. It's great.
That's really good. That's pretty funny.
Keep America weird. Bleep bleep bleep.
That's what we do.
Okay. We do have some very important news. I'm going to move to our news segment number 1.
What is
Number 1.
Numero uno.
I'm giving my own sound effects for this for some reason. New York federal judge Jed Rakoff has dismissed a lawsuit against Beyonce concerning Lemonade. Not the music. Not the music, pray tell. Okay. The music video. Why, would you ask? Because Matthew Folks, an independent filmmaker, had filed a lawsuit stating she lifted most of the stuff from his short film called Paranoia.
What?
So we like lawsuits here. Obviously, we talk about them all the time.
We do talk about lawsuits an awful lot. Music lawsuits.
This one is a video lawsuit about her music video. Now, Art.
Oh, because she lifted images from his video to be used in hers.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Would you like to hear?
Spicy.
Would you like to hear the type of images that were used in both films?
I'm going to do a little guessing here first. A bottle of champagne.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
High heel shoes.
A woman singing.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
What are they?
You're like, whatever, I'm so done with your crap. Just shut up.
I'm so done with this crap, man.
Okay. The sections in contention included, and I quote. This is from the case. I'm not kidding you. This actually happens. Graffiti and persons with heads down.
Okay.
Number 2, quote, parking garages.
All right.
Number 3, side lit ominous figures. Ominous. Ominous figures.
Side lit, not front lit, like we are now.
All of these were indicated as falling under copyright infringement, according to the plaintiff. Is the person suing, right?
Well, if he took the video, I mean, if he made concept.
No. He made a video that contained all of these elements. These elements have existed for much longer than his video.
He's trying to copyright.
He's just trying to
elements.
He's just saying these elements existed in my film. They also existed in Beyonce's
they
music
took
video
and made new elements that were very similar to mine, but not the exact same.
Therefore,
and this one got tossed.
It got tossed. The lawyer just looked at it and was like, "Come on,
get
guys,
him out of here!
You've
He's
got
out."
to be me."
That's how we do it. Good job, Beyonce.
And I'm just going to take this platform to say that I am the minority of Americans. I don't like Beyonce at all. I'm sorry.
I think she's
give me the hate mail.
Fine.
Write hate YouTube comments. I don't care. Kind of. Maybe I do.
No, you don't care at all.
But I
know
really don't
because I've asked. That's interesting. All right.
Anyway, that's number 1 on the list.
All right.
Number 2. If anybody is a little bored with their life, I
am sometimes.
You should try to see Die Antwoords.
Die Antwoords?
Die Antwoord.
Antwoord.
It's word is how you would pronounce it, but it's...
Is it truly German?
No, it's...
Austrian?
No. They are from South Africa. That's what it's...
I love how frustrated you get because I don't know what we're talking about.
I know, right? I'm just so frustrated.
Ask a probing question.
Okay, so this is
a
techno band from South Africa.
Okay.
Who is very famous for their beyond crazy music videos.
Oh, okay.
And so if you want an acid trip without taking the acid, check out Die Antwoord's latest video, Banana Brain.
Oh, okay.
I only lasted 2 minutes and I was like...
You couldn't do it? It was just too much?
It hurts.
All right, well, we'll try to put that down in the links below.
No, we won't. Don't.
Why are you anti-link?
I don't know.
Check the links below. Eric's like, that's not happening. That's not going to happen.
That's a horrible idea.
But then again, when I'm like, oh, we'll put a link in the video. Yeah, that's not going to happen either. Putting this video together is a lot of work.
The most important news. Oh, by the way, Art, since we talked about Adele last week, I just wanted to point out she turned down a Super Bowl halftime gig. Just thought you'd like to know that.
Well,
you're not going to see her.
I don't know if that is necessarily a bad thing. Like that Super Bowl gig, does that?
It's a horrible show.
It's not a great
for
show to
artists.
Do. Like the Red Hot Chili Peppers a couple years ago, they did it and they didn't even play. They had them unplugged, and they were just doing that. It was weird.
It was still good though, because if it has Red Hot Chili Peppers,
yeah, but it was
don't go there.
It was pre-recorded.
How dare you slander the Chili Peppers?
Good
sir.
They did a great job. No.
I love am dropping the gauntlets.
Oh my gosh. Do not make this into a Pearl Jam thing. Now, Red Hot Chili Peppers were hilarious about it because they were obviously not playing the music that was playing. They made it obvious they weren't playing. And you could tell what was going on, but it's just like, all right, okay. Everything in the Super Bowl is fake anyway. I mean, come on. We all know who's going to win. It's the NFL commissioner.
That was pretty good. I'll let it go there.
You're gonna let that one slide?
Okay, Art.
Thank you very much,
Most
Eric.
important news item of the day.
Thank you.
So if you've had a chance,
Yes.
which I
often
know you
a chance.
have, because I know you're obsessed like I am.
What are we talking about?
Kanye.
Yeah, Kanye.
I love Kanye West.
By the way, Kanye gave some very interesting comments at the VMAs this last week. We're thinking about doing a dramatic reading of them, so we will keep you in touch.
A dramatic reading. So I'm actually considering like creating a YouTube channel devoted just to reaction videos of Art watching Kanye.
Oh,
That would actually be good.
Oh, I can't do this.
No, you would love it. So his
You
music,
would love it. I would hate it.
dude. Kanye is the best.
Kanye, there's just some stuff going on with Kanye.
Whatever, he's awesome. Say his music video, Famous.
Famous.
You've watched it, right?
That one I have not seen.
That one, I actually got an admission. Art's watching vids of Kanye. Okay, so he did his music
yeah.
video, which had a, we'll say a famous, oh my gosh, what's it called? Sculpture. My mind went blank.
Okay.
Okay, so famous sculpture of him in bed with 13 other celebrity figures. So they're all relatively naked, including George Bush, Taylor Swift, Kim Kardashian, Donald Trump. Donald Trump. So you knew this, right?
Stop.
You haven't seen this.
I understand that there. So from what you told me, he is in bed with a famous sculpture and with other people.
No, the sculpture is of him in bed with 11 other famous people.
What?
And they're all nudish.
Nuded up?
Kind of nude.
Naked as jaybirds?
So,
birthday suits?
I don't know. It was called controversial. But at this point, like, I'm just kind of like, is it? Nah. Anyway, you watch the YouTube videos I watch. You have a new definition of controversial.
those videos aren't getting their AdSense. They're definitely not getting monetized. Oh my goodness.
So anyway, they decided to display this statue they created.
Okay.
And they're getting offers after they displayed it at the Bloom and Poe exhibit in L.A. for up to $4 million for people to purchase this and display it in art galleries. Yeah.
What?
$4 million.
That's not too expensive
the opening bid
for a sculpture. Yeah, that's probably, that sounds about right for a Kanye type sculpture.
And I'm like, that's not bad. So, if I may,
how involved was Kanye in this? Is he the largest figure? I got to see the sculpture.
He's just in the sculpture.
We probably won't show a picture of the sculpture.
Can't. We would get banned
because we'd have some problems with YouTube on that. Apparently, that's a new thing.
Okay,
and
so
also, I just
the artist
naked stuff
that created it was Aaron Axelrod.
Okay. Axelrod, that's
and he's an LA artist.
Okay.
He said, I did the math in my head. It took about $500,000 to $1 million just to make it. So if they sold it for $4 million, that'd be quite the profit.
But he's doing that kind of math in his head?
Right. It's like, well, I'm an artist. So yeah, it definitely cost $1 million to make.
Holy crap.
Right?
That's amazing.
It's expensive.
All right.
Okay, so
13 or 14 people in there? Famous people?
So 12 total.
12 total.
Kanye's one.
George Bush is another.
So, yeah. And who does not want to see him in a bed with... Okay, anyway, I'll stop there. So, typically, I love art. I go to art galleries. Mm-hmm. I quite enjoy it.
Yep.
My wife makes fun of me. She hates it.
I even like modern art. I'm a fan of modern art. I'll say it.
I do not. I hate modern art.
You like classical stuff?
No, I like everything up to probably 1920s, we'll say.
Yeah, so I'd say
We'll
that's where
1920s.
modern art really, really kind of started to come in.
And then I go to the modern art. I remember going to the modern art exhibit in Chicago, and I dragged some friends there.
And it was just, you couldn't deal with it.
And there was one exhibit where it was just garbage in the corner, and the title of it was Garbage in the Corner. and one of my friends goes, so you're telling me that I paid money to see Garbage in the Corner when we could have gone to a Cubs game? I'm like, This is what I'm telling you.
Yep.
We are seeing garbage in the corner. Thank
Sorry
you.
about that one. That one's on me.
I blew that one. But
Well,
if
and
this
that's the thing
was
about
in a modern art
is like-
exhibit,
is
I
like-
would totally go. I would be like, this is a must see. I've got to see it.
Well, I would like to see what the sculpture was like. It may qualify more for a classical approach to sculpting. And therefore be in a
How funny would that be? They put a
standard art gallery.
They just sneak it in. I would actually love people in art galleries to like totally make fun of the people that go there. You know, like
to where?
Art galleries.
You want them to make fun of the people who go to art galleries?
Yes. So like,
why would they do that?
Have a photo gallery, right? And you've got like 10 pictures of Christopher Walken just randomly in there, and be like, see if anybody notices. Or have like Ewoks, just like random portraits of Ewoks.
So you want a prank show for the art museum? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I guess so.
A high-end prank show.
High-end prank show.
Hello, good sir. You're on candid camera.
Is that how rich
We've got
people
you now?
these days? I'm glad we cleared the air there.
Sorry.
All right. That's the end of the news. So we have a segment. We are going to introduce a local, not new.
Yeah, he's been around for a while.
Local singer-songwriter, Rob Evol, will be on our program, and we'll be showcasing one of his songs. This is part of our new outreach program. Reach out and touch a Utah artist.
Please stop. Please stop. You are no longer in charge of naming anything.
I love my names.
And plus, outreach sounds like he's like somehow disadvantaged, which Rob isn't. He's just a normal guy. Like,
Outreach does not sound bad.
We are definitely not getting monetized for this one. You
Outreach
just said
sounds
the most
good.
Yes, it sounds good if you're helping people from like destitute situations.
Okay. How about the uplifting and inspiring songwriting production segment for Utah artists?
It's a little long. Maybe we can acronymize it.
The outstanding,
acronymize it.
Inspirational. So the IOI.
Oh, he's working on it right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with no further ado, Rob Evol.
All right, well, we are here with our, I'm going to call this Utah Songwriters Association production segment.
I think there actually is a Utah Songwriters Association.
I mean, Utah Association Songwriting Production Associates segment.
Okay.
Anyway, we have a special guest with us, Rob. And stage name. What's your stage name?
It's Rob Evol.
Just Rob Evol.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and you are a solo artist, right? But you also do stuff with bands.
Yeah, I currently have a country band in the Salt Lake area.
Okay.
But
what's the name of the country band?
Hurricane Horses.
Okay. That's what it was.
But right now I do a lot of solo stuff while that band is it's kind of up and coming. I just left a previous band, and so while I'm getting all the stuff tightened up with Hurricane Horses, I've just been kind of having some fun doing acoustic things.
That's awesome. So we actually have a song that we're going to break down, because we usually do a songwriting breakdown. And before we do that, just give us a little background, like how did you get started in music, in the Utah music scene, if you will?
Oh, for me, it's 6th grade.
Nice.
I was fortunate to have a friend that his family had decent money. He had a few guitars, and they would invite me over. They knew I had a rough background. I'd go over. He'd show me his music stuff. Let me play his guitars. I fell in love with it. Instead of focusing on homework, doing what I should be doing, I wanted to play guitar. So I just kind of started there and just played throughout junior high, high school, got into my first bands and stuff. But the odd thing is I started playing Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer. I wanted to be a metalhead. I wanted to go with everybody.
I don't think that's an odd thing. I think we all had that.
Yeah. Mine came
growing
much
up.
later. I was like 25. I was like, I think I could do this heavy metal thing. And then I was like, oh, I'm really fat. All right, maybe not. No, I'm just kidding. There are fat metalheads. Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding.
For a lot of artists, I think that's where it starts. And I hit my 20s and got invited to go watch an uncle of mine play that played country. And hey, come up and sing. And I happened to know Long Hair Country Boy by Charlie Daniels.
Nice.
So I got up and I sang in. I had a good time. I had a good buzz going. I didn't think anything of it. But the next day, their bass player showed up at my house, and he's like, hey, we really would like for you to come sing for our band. And I was like, well, wait a minute. I'm a metalhead, man. I want to come up there, and I'm going to be like James Hetfield. But, learn 40 songs, see you on Friday. Oh my gosh, are you serious? Gave me the list. I went through all the songs. I didn't know a lot of the chords because I played power chords for years.
Right.
And in school, it was like, I don't want to play a C chord. I don't want to play G.
Right.
So I had to learn all them chords really fast. Showed up on the weekend, pulled the gig off, and I've been at it ever since. It's been 20 plus years.
And they had you singing and playing guitar.
Singing and playing guitar.
Man, that's a great story.
It was quite an adventure, and the ride since then has just been like, now how did I get here?
So was it like they had a singer, and then they were like, well, this dude is better?
I mean, they did, and I think what happened is my uncle was intending to leave the band already. They hadn't let nobody know. They brought me in. They knew I had a friend that played drums. So the singer and my uncle wanted to start something else, different style of project.
Oh, yeah.
So I kind of was there, once I came in, here's our way out. I had a friend that played drums. Okay. He played all the Metallica with me. And I drug him along with me for 20 years. And we played country. There was a period of time, 5 years, that's all we did was just travel to Western states and played. So it's been interesting, playing country, and there's once in a while we'd kick in like some Poison or something. I'd kick my cowboy hat off, and I had all my long hair, and I'd let it fly, and I'm just like, here's my metal moment.
I think that's interesting. I've noticed that sometimes our musical callings are, what you call it a calling, I guess, or whatever. But it's not necessarily what we choose. Yeah. It's more often something that
I think I still find
that happens to us, or
I find that still because I still love like Lamb of God. Oh, yeah, bless Lamb of God. But when I go and I perform and I do country, it's like everybody, their faces serious. It's like, wow. Is that really your voice? Where does that voice come from? And that's when I got to be funny me. It comes from my toe. Right. A small guy and such a big voice. Wow. So it's like, the whole calling thing is like, you're meant to sing country.
Right.
Your heart is metal, but you're meant to sing country.
Yeah, I think that's a great...
Well, I was going to say, the song we're going to look at, No Regrets, is... felt to me like metal country.
Yeah, I kind of
like
felt that way too.
The heart of metal with country.
Was this hard flair? It was like this. I'm going to say this hard exterior with a tough nougat inside, but it's the other way, right? The softness is on the outside, and the core of the song really felt like that nice, strong metal background or whatever.
Right. Okay, so let me break this down real quick. Okay,
metal rock.
We have an intro. Okay. And then that leads into the verse 1, which then leads to chorus 1. Then we go back to the guitar intro, which leads to verse 2, then to the second chorus. Then we have a bridge with a solo. And then we have verse 3, chorus 3, and then you play the guitar intro again, and it's kind of like this coda that goes out. So tell us first, before we jump into the clips and listen to some of it, this song is about... at least what I got from it, Dale Earnhardt is the inspiration behind it. Yay, nay?
Not
Go
really.
for it.
I mean, NASCAR definitely. The song was written while I was watching a race. For a lot of years, I was a big race fan. It's like, I'm waiting for my race to come on, and there's baseball on. I'm not too happy. So I was really big into NASCAR, and that's kind of where the influence came. And I wanted to write about something that wasn't my life. Because the majority of my songs, it's just about me, all about me. I didn't want to do that this time. I wanted to just try something different. What can I write that other people I know definitely can relate to? There's so many NASCAR fans. And I've heard other songs that they somewhat talk about NASCAR and racing and stuff. And racing kind of leads with the country genre. You look back at old Charlie Daniels. He did a song, Stroker Ace. So it's kind of got a feel of country. And it was just, man, this would probably make a really cool idea for a song, just writing about being on the track. And as I was writing the song, it's like, well, wait a minute. In life, you don't want to be second. You want to be first.
Right.
So it's like, in a way, the song can relate to me because I want to be successful with what I do. And that means I want to be first. I don't want to be the second place runner. You're the first loser if you're in second place. So, love Talladega Nights. So that definitely was the influence for the song. Just NASCAR. Yeah, I'm gonna write about NASCAR. Maybe somewhere down the line, somebody will pick it up. And the intro, the sample intro, was actually just added probably 6 months ago.
Oh, so that wasn't originally part of the song.
That was. I had a different intro we would use live with my old band, and it sounded neat, but it didn't really fit with the song. And so I just one day was like, I need to find something that will fit, and I just was going through YouTube looking at old NASCAR clips, and I found the clip of them talking when Dale won the Daytona 500 after 20 years.
Time.
It's like, there's my intro. He didn't give up. He kept going, doing what he did, loving his sport, doing what he did, never gave up, and he finally hit that number one spot.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay,
That's
let's
so
do it.
cool.
Intro, clip
All
one.
right, here we go.
Hart will come to the caution flag to win the Daytona 500. Finally.
So just a little clip there. You get the very ending of the announcers announcing that he had won there, and then jumping into that guitar intro, the doom 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 doom. Okay, so
It sets up the song so well.
yeah. So
Like, I
set
know
up
exactly what the song is going to be
set
about.
up when you were writing this song. Like, how did you come up with that guitar riff?
When I decided that I wanted to really dive more into country and give it more of that metal rock feel,
See, here we go.
I played for a metal band a few years ago, and they used a drop D tuning.
Right.
And so I was like, can I do that with country? Can I expand that? I didn't know
not allowed.
all these country guys were already doing this for all their chicken picking stuff. I had no idea. So I'm like, I'm going to be smart, and I'm going to drop down my top string, and it's going to sound cool. And so I did that, and I started writing all these different riffs. And the second thing was, okay, well, I'm doing this. What can I do now? Add a capo. So I threw a capo on it at the second fret, and that riff just kind of jumped out. It just was there. At first, I could hear my original idea for the intro was just a thumping kick drum, boom, 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 coming in, fading in. Right. And the guitar starts to fade in with it, with that riff. Mm-hmm. And so it just kind of, every piece just kind of flowed right together. It just kind of came as I was watching the race. It's just
Nice.
like, well, it's caution time. What can you write about caution time? Yellow flags. Kind of chill things out for a minute. So.
Okay, that's awesome. So as we go from the intro, we go into the first verse. Okay. Let's go ahead and give me clip 2, and we'll hear that.
Got my pedal down, took my mirror out, no looking back again. Here's a screaming shout, learn to block it out, and find my way to win.
So I also, the reason I said it sounded like metal, the metal heart with country, is the drummer definitely, like with the double bass pedal, definitely has that.
Does he play a double bass?
Yeah, like he was my drummer for 20 years.
Yeah.
And we grew up Metallica, Megadeth. Yeah, we were going to be rock stars, man. We were going to be Lamb of God.
We're all going to be rock stars.
So when
Yeah.
I started writing country, I'm like, I need this to have a metal feel. And I guess I kind of directed him on what to do. For my personal taste, he kind of overdid a little bit of the double pedal, because in a lot of the songs he's got it just going crazy, which just sounds awesome. If you're a metal fan, you're like, wow, listen to his feet. But if you're a
Right.
country fan, you're like, where's a little bit more of that 1-2?
Right, it's a little.
So,
let's
so
take it
I
back
mean,
a notch.
it was all crazy and stuff, which it worked great, and people enjoy it. When I go to re-record it, I'm going to kind of tone that down a little bit.
So you are going to re-record
bit, get a little more of the 1-2 country feel, but in certain spots, you're still going to get them blast beats, that
Right.
Right.
where everybody's going to be like, wait a minute, where did that come from?
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Exactly.
Okay, so going in from the first verse, then we go into chorus. The first chorus. Take it away.
All right, here we go.
I won't be left in second place. Live my life on the edge today. Well, I almost died from the things I tried. Don't regret a minute of life, 'cause I won't be left in second place.
So with that section there, are you using like kind of bar drop D chords to make that happen? Is it is it a single note riff?
everything-
Or is it an extended kind of technique with? Because my metal drop D is like, okay, those top 3 strings, I can do that.
Yep.
And then there's a whole bunch of chords that you can play underneath that. I'm not great at those. I should be better,
what I
but I'm
kind of
not.
do is my rule for it is usually verse,
Mm-hmm.
country style, chorus. It's got to have that metal feel.
Rock
so
it up a bit.
so I use a lot of that three string bar chord
Right.
to get that chord sound, and then once in a while I'll take the 4th string and add a finger, or something, just to make it sound a little different from what I've done before.
Right.
So yeah, a lot of it's, I kind of set rules for myself. I have a certain sound in my head,
Yeah.
and if it don't come off with that sound, the song will be nixed.
Right.
And my most recent song I did, it's taken me almost 4 months to put it together, because I'm just so picky on it now. It's like, it's got to have that certain sound. It's got to be unique.
Which is good. You got to be, at a certain point, you got to use the funnel and be like, okay, all ideas, okay, now I need to funnel it down.
Right.
This is what I want.
This guy's trying to write 100 songs this year. That's his goal, to write 100 songs. And
I'm stuck at 28. It's not going above
I'm
that.
assuming that you're going to funnel them at some point, but we'll see.
I'm keeping all
You're
28,
keeping
bro.
on some way. Triple album. Here it comes.
Okay, so as far as writing, this is kind of the format of the song. You've got this guitar intro with the verse going into the chorus. Did this all come together, or did you work on these separate parts and then build them together?
It all kind of came together on this song just during watching a race. Anybody that's a NASCAR fan knows you could be watching a race for 4 hours.
Yeah.
So there's
They're going for a
tons
while.
of times that just bounce ideas in your head. Somebody like me, I have a Cubase program, so I can record a part, keep that playing, and try different ideas with it. Oh, wait, let me fit this. So it was just really an hourly process of letting all the ideas flow out, putting it down, and then meshing it and saying, oh, look at this fits nice, this fits nice. Oh, now where do I go? And that's kind of where I headed into my bridge and stuff once we hit that point. But for them 2 parts, it's like, I got to set up the song. I want it to have a story, and that's where I'm talking about, I'm putting my pedal down. There's the green flag. I'm going all the way. And with the chorus, I'm not going to be left in second place. That checkered flag is going to be mine. And in the chorus is kind of where the lifetime stuff comes, because I've lived a pretty reckless life. I've done some crazy stuff that I'm like, why did I do that? I never will tell my children, but they have all found out somehow now that they're older.
Yeah. No, they'll still find out, and then they'll be like, Dad did it.
Yeah,
Maybe I
maybe I
should.
can do that. And it's like, no, please don't.
Well, hopefully they'll have a conversation. Dad,
Right.
I heard this happen, and I was thinking about doing the same thing. Yeah, don't do that.
So yeah, that's where the chorus, I've got no regrets. This is my life. This is the way I live it. The minute you step back and you regret something, you're gonna step back in life. Something's gonna hold you back. You can't do that. You just gotta. Well, that wasn't fun. Next.
I also like the imagery of I won't come in second place because it doesn't just fit with the NASCAR imagery. It also fits, as you said, with life.
Everything.
But it fits with almost any sports analogy, but anything. Really, people can go, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I like
definitely.
That. So I like the imagery of it. I thought that was really good.
Yeah, even though it's very country, very NASCAR centric, it's universal.
The chorus is
It's got
more
some good
universal.
Yeah, you can apply it to just about any. And I guess in a way, I kind of hope that when my kids listen to it, they would be like, I can apply this to go to college. I don't want to be second place. Dad's second place because he's only got a diploma. Oh, I'm going to be first above you. Exactly. I'm going to go to college.
That's awesome. Okay, so when we move on from the chorus, okay, we're going back into the intro verse. So give me the next clip art.
Okay, here we go. This is clip number 4.
Clip number 4.
Feel it coming now when it holds it down. Only think about victory lane. Flags can slow me down. Spin this car around. Nothing's getting in my way.
You are right. I don't see your voice coming out of it. Like, I'm listening to this and I'm like, that is not you. No, but that's awesome. That's great.
It's a fun experience. I do a lot of karaoke, and I'll go into a club, and I'll ignore people. I'll purposely just sit at the bar, just all quiet, knowing that I'm going to get up there and I'm going to sing something, and they're going to be like, "Whoa!"
Where did that come from? So, as far as songwriting with the lyrics and all that, what's your favorite part?
Depends on the song. Like for this, I really like my chorus. I really like the fact that I'm saying, hey, you can't hold me back. There's nothing that you can do. You can make me have the most awful day. Come tomorrow, I'm going to wash that day away, and I'm going to go for first place. You can't stop me.
That's good.
You know, that's kind of how I view, that's why I threw in the Dale Earnhardt part, because that guy tried for 20 years to win the 500. And, second place, something would always happen. It's like, oh, poor guy. So when he finally won it, it's just like, he never gave up.
Right.
I'm sure when he passed away, he had no regrets about anything he did. And he put his life on the edge just by stepping into a race car.
Yeah.
So it's like,
But even more like he excelled at it. He became a master of it.
He was known to say he could feel the wind on his car. And it's like,
wow.
That's quite an interesting, because I'm kind of the same way when I'm writing a song. I can hear the audience reaction if I was in front of 10,000 people. What would I do with this song and make it fit so I can pull my audience in? How can I make them interact to this?
I like that. I'm going to start when I write music, I'm going to visualize 10,000 people. I like that a lot. Okay, let's move on to the next clip. We got another one, right?
Yeah.
So that's you doing the solo, right?
No,
I
play no leads.
Okay.
That's where I slacked when I was learning guitar. I didn't pick up on leads. I just wanted to rock. I just wanted to be a rock star. I didn't care about anything else. So I had a lead player by the name of Steve Olson played on this track for my band at the time, and he's got an extensive background in the Valley as well. And I think this was probably one of his favorite songs to play. Anytime we played it live, he always got his solo right on. What it was with that recording, and it's just like, wow, I got a great guitar player here, because he's at least smart enough to know.
That's great.
Let's repeat this piece,
right,
and let's make it sound the same live. And I've played with guys that they'll play something different. It's like, you can't do that.
Right.
That's me. I'm always playing something different.
You were a disaster live, Art. Okay. So in regards to the songwriting skills, so if you were to go back in time, what is a certain thing that you wish you had knew when you were starting? Wish you had known? Grammar.
I'm not sure, because I have songs that are 25 years old, I still love today that I've written, that I want to go back and find musicians and say, hey, this has got an 80s rock feel. So I need an 80s rock type drummer, bass player, such not to be able to lay it out on recording. So my style of songwriting really hasn't changed because I do write so much about life and what I've lived through. I'd say the only thing that's really changed is experiences. I'm 41, and compared to when I was 20, starting out with country, I've experienced a lot. I have so much more still to write about, and so the way I write really hasn't changed. It's just the experiences. I have more, and I
More stuff to write about.
more stuff and more knowledge of, as I've been writing a song, what can go together. Do I want to keep repeating the same song? No, because I get bored of hearing that when I hear it.
Right.
When I'm listening to the radio and a chorus is just the same thing over. I'm like, why did you do this 5 times? Twice would have been great. And then it'd get hooked into my head, and then I'll be like, I want to hear that song.
Okay, so as far as the production in this, where did you go to record?
This is from a demo that was called Divine Sunset Demo, and that was the name of my previous band. It was recorded at a place called Boho here in Salt Lake. Bruce was the producer's name. It was a really fun. We just went in, did 4 songs, and a lot of the harmony stuff we had never planned out. It was it just happened. The producer was like, hey, why don't you guys, while he's tearing his stuff down or getting ready to do this, let's throw your guys' vocal on this. And he asked if I might. And I'm like, produce in any way that you think is going to help the song have a feeling, have more meaning, and just a more full sound. And so he went crazy. And when I heard the harmonies, especially on No Regrets, the first thing that came to mind was Old Twisted Sister.
Right.
If you listen to the old Twisted Sister harmonies, it's almost like the same idea. And it's like, oh my gosh, I have finally nailed what I want to. I've got my rock sound. I got my country feel. It's like, this is the music that I want.
The perfect mesh.
Wow.
Right.
I love it.
So this song was really kind of that, for me. I did it. I ain't got no regrets. Here I am.
But you said you're going to re-record it.
Yeah.
So
I want to
future
re-record
plans.
it. Yeah, I'm right now working with a drummer with a metal rockish project, and he loves all my original material. So we've been kind of revamping some old 80s stuff, 90s stuff, and then I want to come back to this stuff and say, hey, I want to go to the studio. I don't want so much double bass in certain parts. Mm-hmm. Which I could have sat down with my friend and told him, but at the time we recorded, I was just so happy. I'm like, wow, 20 years of me and him playing together, and we're finally going to be able to go to a good studio and record a decent demo.
Right.
So all the excitement was there. I was just like, it all sounds good. People enjoy it. Let's just go.
That's great. Yeah, that's so cool.
Okay, so then the plan is for the future, you're going to do some more, are you going to do more touring, more just plain songwriting? What is...
Right now,
Do you
I have gigs awaiting mid-September. The next few weeks, I'll be at the Westerner. From there, I go out to Magna to the power plant. And then I'm going out to Spanish Fork at a place called Blackjack's. So right now, I'm just getting all the bookings going because Hurricane Horses just barely got to a point where we can start to do that. I mean, our first gig as a band was at the Westerner after a week of being together.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And so we barely survived, honestly. Friday, I had a bass player I hired in that he didn't know what he was doing. The second night, I brought in another guy. The owner came up, and he was like, I was going to pull your gigs, but you guys sounded great tonight. You're good to go.
Oh, good.
So I was just like, wow. That's the closest call I've ever had in my career.
Oh, man.
That of losing a gig and being Salt Lake. That's the gig you want is the Westerner. It's the best pay. Even if the pay was crap, you have a great audience no matter what. The name of the club just pulls people in. And so you got a dance floor full of people.
Right.
Oh, it's a great place.
It's a fun place to play.
Yeah. I haven't been to the Westerner yet. I need to.
We
need to go see Rob play.
We do.
Yeah.
It's the biggest dance floor in Salt Lake.
Wow.
It's just huge.
Is it mostly country?
They play like
all kinds of stuff?
some hip hop and a little bit of rock.
Oh, okay.
It's a weird thing with a band there. Most clubs you play like a 45-minute set and 15-minute breaks in between. The Westerner, you play a 45-minute set and then you're off stage for 30 minutes while they play dance stuff, which works out good because you got a lot of ladies and stuff. They want to go dance to hip hop. So the Westerner's being smart by saying, come to our club. You're going to hear live music from the top Utah bands. We're going to play you some hip hop that you can dance to while they're not on stage. The place is always packed. It's just a win-win for them.
Oh, that's great.
And
Win-win for everybody.
a lot of musicians grouch about it, but for me, I'm like, they're a business. They have to make money.
Why would you grouch about it?
Because they want to be on stage all the time, which I do too. I want to play.
Sure.
But I'm like, you know what? The business is working, and that's why we're here. We're not just here to play. We're here to entertain this business's crowd.
Well, and you got to get off stage, right?
Yeah,
and
you
15
gotta
minutes
take
is
a break.
I always found that to be just not a lot of time to switch bands out and get drum sets off and all
if
that stuff.
if you're multi-playing, you're 30 minutes in between. Period. The nice thing with the Westerner is you play a full weekend, Friday, Saturday, and it's just you the whole time. It's just all you. But the nice thing that I like with a 30-minute break, I get to go talk to people.
Yeah.
What do you want to hear? Yeah. What do you want to dance to?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
You know, what do I not know that you would like to hear me play the next time I come here?
So you do a lot of covers then too.
A majority of covers, unfortunately. The originals I usually throw in at the end of a set.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I'm glad y'all came. We're going to get ready to take a break. Here's one more. This is an original. I have stuff available on Amazon, iTunes. I'm streamable on Spotify. So I announce all that at that time. If you like this song, here it is. If you want it on CD, come see me after the show.
And people are like, what's that?
Right. What's a CD nowadays? Exactly.
Huh. Okay. So go ahead and promote yourself. So you're on ReverbNation.
Find me on ReverbNation. You can find me on Facebook under Rob Evol. I have a personal page. I also have a music page. There's also a music page for Hurricane Horses.
Hurricane Horses.
If you want to check out the demo that I did with Divine Sunset, that's still available. Amazon, iTunes, pretty much anywhere that you can buy digital music, it's available. If you're like, I don't want to buy your stuff, but you sound good, go ahead and stream me on Spotify. Honestly, I make 8 cents per stream. That's not too shabby for sitting at home.
But it's all on the other streaming stuff too, right? All the new...
Yeah. The nice thing if you're an artist and you don't have a Reverb page, I would highly suggest by getting one. I've found that everything to do with Spotify, iTunes was done with Reverb. A little bit of money, uploading, you're done. They do everything for you. Yeah. It's all sent. Deezer, all the phone services stuff. Mm-hmm. You can find it there.
Yeah.
Even SoundHound, where you can listen. Hey, what's this song? It will come up through SoundHound as well. Oh, hey, this is No Regrets. It will come up right now under Divine Sunset.
That's cool.
So SoundHound, is that a new thing? Did I miss SoundHound?
It's been around for a while. It's just a music thing. If you're listening to a song, you don't know the artist or the name of the song, you can let the app listen to the song.
Oh, okay.
It will tell you the artist, the album, everything.
Very cool.
Pretty neat little app.
Like Shazam.
Kind of like Shazam, okay.
Right.
But more indie art.
Oh, more indie.
I think you can find me on Shazam as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's cool.
A little bit of money.
Yeah. Thanks so much for coming
Well, thank you
Rob.
for coming. Go support Rob.
Yeah.
And we will promote you on our podcast.
Great.
Definitely. Thanks so much.